Right, now I'm back in the observatory now, and what I've done is I've opened up the browser interface to the IP power switch that allows me to switch the power on and off the various observatory components. And what I'm going to do here is just switch on the garage door motor. Alright, so I've done that there now. So what I'll do first, before I show you how the Skyroof controller works, I will go outside and I'll actually press the button on the garage door opener directly, as it shows the operation a little more clearly of the actual opening and closing it, and shows how the drive chain can actually pull back the obs. Alright, so I'll just take this cover off, my very elaborate Bunnings box, which works very well, thank you very much. Okay, so I've now taken that cover off that there. You can see the Merlin 230T garage door motor opener there. When installed this way, it's actually upside down to what it would be if it was installed in a garage, because the way the configuration works here, that's the way it works. So if I come over here and I press this button on the top, you'll see that activates the drive mechanism, and the observatory is now moving backwards towards me. Okay, that's the full observatory. When it reaches the pre-programmed stop point, that will stop and the observatory will be fully open. There we go. So we'll go over here. You can see now how that movable switch is actually across the sensor there, or the movable magnet I should say, is across the fixed sensor, telling the Skyroof controller software that the observatory is now fully open. Alright, so if I now go across here and I press that button again, the observatory will close. You see that pushing the observatory along. I'll just step back here. See how the whole thing is moving away into the distance and closing the observatory. Okay, so that's the manual way of doing it. Now if I go inside and show how the Skyroof controller software works, so I'm just walking around the front of the observatory now, and I go back inside. I go up to the screen and I will just minimize that browser. I will open up the Skyroof software. Yeah, so that's the Skyroof software control panel now opening up. You can see it's shown that the observatory roof is closed. And it's come up with those green alerts which are showing the data it's picking up from the weather sensor. Okay, they're showing it's dry and clear. The weather sensor I'm using doesn't actually give me wind speed or humidity or temperature or dew point. It does give me the key things though, whether it's dry or whether it's clear or whether it's light or whether it's dark, which is the main ones that I need. All right. Bear in mind this software as well allows you to schedule opening and closing times. So it's very automated. It allows you to have a safety switch to see whether the scope is parked or not parked as well. I don't need to do that, and I'll show you why in a minute. So if I just go up here now and I click on the open button, and this is, and bear in mind when I'm normally working on this, I'm logging on to this computer from either my office in the garage, which is about 30 meters away, or from my computer just inside the house. So I don't actually have to physically be in here in the observatory. All I have to do is walk outside. I make sure that the cover is off the drive chain and the front doors are open to the observatory, and then I just go back inside. And when the imaging session is finished, the Skyroof controller software will close the observatory as well. So if I click that button in now, the open button, see that the observatory is opening and disappearing into the sunset. Oh, almost into the sun there. And over here on the other side, you can see the roof holding back there, exposing the telescope. You can see what I mean, where that gable roof there easily clears my scope. Other installations obviously aren't as lucky as that, and you have to actually make sure the scope is parked in a safe position first. And the software that comes with the Sky Roof Control allows that. And you can integrate that with SG Pro as well too, if you need to do that. All right, so that's now fully open. I'll just go back here now, and I will click on the close button on the screen, and that will all start to close again. I'll just watch it over here as that roof comes back. See the fixed sensor there actually the screen there. Now here comes the movable magnet. Right. So that's now closed, and that switch will be operated. You can see on the screen here now that's telling me that the observatory is closed, and that's the end of that video. Thank you.